Right, folks, a very good morning and a pleasant welcome to Focus on Liberia Online Television Network. We are live and direct from the Barclay Training Center here in Central Monrovia. As you may know, this is the area where the Armed Forces Day celebration will usually take place. And so we are here just to bring you up to speed as far as that celebration is concerned. And so from just wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the US-based Focus on Liberia Online Television Network. Very poor attendance here today. By this time, the troops would already be in formation. Earlier on, the flag was hosted. But at this point, this is what is happening here at the moment. Very, very low turnout, poor turnout. And there are reports that the president or the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia might not be here today at the Barclay Training Center, but rather the Edward B. and Kessley Military Barrack in Shuffling. And so, but we just thought to bring you up to speed with what is happening here at the moment. And so, as you can see over there is the stand where the ceremony will usually take place. Is totally empty. A few persons are here. Few members of various troops are also here. But this is the Barclay Training Center for you folks. A rather empty Barclay Training Center. But this time, this place is crowded. According to my own official time, it's 7 minutes to 7 o'clock. And this is what it is at the moment here at the Barclay Training Center in Monrovia. Focus on Liberia. We're live from the BTC in Central Monrovia, just to allow you to have a clear glance of what is happening here at the moment and what this place looks like at the moment. I remember the last Armed Forces Day celebration. By this time, the troops were already in formation, and this place was already jam-packed to capacity during the last Armed Forces Day celebration. But this one, there are reports of protest or disturbance from the EBKN and other parts of the country. Last evening, there was a protest by army wives at the Bombers Bridge End and other areas in country. And so perhaps that action is stalling the Armed Forces Day celebration. But like we've been informed, or like I told you earlier on, the VIP might not be here today. As you may know, the current situation with the army wives Yeah, so this is what it is, folks. The VIP, according to reliable information we've gathered, so far so good, might not be in attendance of the program today here at the Barclay Training Center, to be specific. And there are reports that he will probably be at the EBK military barracks in Shuffling at about 9 this morning. And it was earlier reported last evening via the Executive Mansion website that today's celebration of the Armed Forces Day will be on a low key. And so this is what it is at the moment. The barrack is totally empty. And so we just wanted to have a glance of what it is. A few members from various troops are here. but they are not in their usual number, as you will see. By this time, like I told you earlier on, you will see them line up here in this wide field in serious formation. And so that is not the case this year. The barrack is totally empty, if I will pull it that way. And so this has killed the momentum of the Armed Forces Day celebration. There were several protests. It started off yesterday, not even yesterday, before the confirmation of the defense minister. Before the confirmation of the defense minister, Prince C. Johnson, there were protests by the wives of the military on grounds that he should not occupy that position. And so he went through the Senate and he was confirmed by the Liberian Senate. Despite his confirmation, there are still protests in country. And so the folks are calling for his removal. The army wives are protesting. Yesterday was a major protest just before the EBK barrack in Shuffling. Last evening, there was another protest around the Bomber Bridge area. I'm told the protest will continue on today, so perhaps that is the reason why the Armed Forces Day celebration is being stalled at the moment. And so, according to reports as well, there were interventions made by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, His Excellency President Joseph Yeman Boaka. He met with them, and there were some talks. But it seems like it's not yielding any result. And so the program, the momentum has dropped. And perhaps this will continue until the end of the day. Who knows? But we're still here at the barrack, the Buckler Training Center in Central Monrovia. Focus on Liberia Live. We're coming to you from the BTC in Monrovia. According to my own official time, it's a minute till 7 o'clock. Earlier on, the flag was hosted. And at the moment, the program is yet to commence. Like I told you earlier on, last celebration, by this time, the troops were lined up and everything was in place. By this time, the media was capturing all of the major happenings here at the Buckler Training Center in Monrovia. But this year celebration of the Armed Forces Day is hindered due to wave of protest from the army wives. But we're still here watching to see whether the ceremony will take place here or perhaps the ceremony will be taking place at the EBK military barracks in Shuffling. But again, we've been reliably informed that the chief executive or the commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, His Excellency President Joseph Yeman Boaka, might not come here for the program, but rather I'm told he will be at the Shuffling military barrack. All right, a vehicle there from the Liberia National Police. I'm seeing another vehicle. It seems like that one could be folks from the United Nations or perhaps our international partners. Protest across Monrovia and its environs on this day. protests across Monrovia and its environs on this day, the celebration of the Armed Forces Day. And this is quite embarrassing for the country. I mean, there were interventions made by the Chief Executive, President Joseph Yoman Boakai, but it seems like all efforts is proving futile. But last evening, there was a memo that circulated across the social media, particularly from the Executive Mansion website. And it reads, Directive by His Excellency Joseph Yoman Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia as well, February 11, program marking the observance of the 67th Armed Forces Day will be reduced to a short and low-key activities. His Excellency Joseph Yoman Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, gave the directive last evening, which was the 11th of February 2024. The President will lead officials to visit with the men and women of the armed forces at the Edward B. and Kessley Barrack in Shuffling, Margibi County, on Monday today, February 12, 2024. And this signed by the Presidential Press Secretary, Madam Kula Bonayen Fofana. And so just as I was telling you folks, just as I was telling you, His Excellency President Joseph Yoman Boakai will not be here today, but rather at the Edward B. and Kessley Military Barracks, where the celebration will be on a low key this year. It is as a result of the continuous protest by the wives of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Army women. They've been protesting for days now. Like I told you, it started off when Prince C. Johnson was nominated to the position of Defense Minister. There was huge protest prior to his nomination process. Even after his confirmation by the Liberian Senate, there are still protests. Last evening, there was a serious protest at Bombers Bridge that impeded movement of vehicles and pedestrians as well. And also yesterday, there were protests as well before the Edward B. and Kessley Military Barracks in Shuffling, Lower Margibi County, outside Monrovia. And so we just thought to give you the information as it is, folks. The BTC, where the usual Armed Forces Day celebration is concentrated, is empty at the moment. Very, very empty. And this appears to be somehow embarrassing for us as a country. But whatever the case is, we're here just to bring you all of the happenings. We'll move on to Shuffling later on, and we'll bring you live coverage from that end. And so you can stay with us. Once we are there, we will definitely give you all of the happenings as they will unfold. But stay with us. You're watching the US-based Focus on Liberia online television network. My name is Theo Williams. We're beaming live and direct from the Barclay Training Center in Monrovia. And so we will stop it right here, folks, and later on we will rejoin you. But then we'll be from the EBK Military Barracks in Shuffling, Lower Margibi County. Until then, have yourself a great time.